Senator Kennedy, this is a big deal that one of your Democratic colleagues, Senator Warner, is having this meeting. When Biden was asked about this, he said, oh, that's just one senator. But it sounds like a lot of senators have concerns. And I'm wondering, you work with these senators every day. Do you think their concerns were assuaged tonight?
I'm not sure, Kayleigh, that interviews like the president gave tonight matter much at this juncture. You can't make this cat walk backwards. People saw what they saw in that 90-minute debate. And I think most of them think that it's only a matter of time before President Biden stumbles again, because they understand that old age doesn't get better, it gets worse. Fairly or unfairly, I think most Americans have made up their minds. I think they have concluded that President Biden is old, that he is likely suffering from some form of neurodegenerative disease, that he's suffered from it for a while, and that the White House and many members of the media industrial complex have covered it up. And that cover-up has been toxic, in my opinion, for what it's worth. Politically, I think President Biden, politically, is as dead as fried chicken. He can quit. He can be replaced. Let me just finish my thought. Or he can run and lose. You can't successfully run for President of the United States when your campaign slogan is, I'm only senile some of the time, as one commentator pointed out today.
Yeah, that's right. The thought that comes to mind as I'm listening to you speak is, what are his advisors telling him? Because there was this moment where George Stephanopoulos said, you have a 36% approval rating, Mr. President. And he looked at him with bewilderment, saying, no, I don't. And yet this comes the same day that 538 put out the average approval rating of the president, hit its lowest point of his presidency, right at 36%. So are people just telling him what he wants to hear?
Well, look, you shouldn't look to Washington, D.C. for wisdom or comfort at this difficult time. As you know, most people in Washington, D.C. will they'll unplug your life support in order to charge their cell phone. Most people in Washington, D.C. right now are worried about how the president's problems are going to impact them personally. I'm more interested in what the American people think. And I don't take any joy in having to say all of this. This is a difficult time. But let me say it again. People saw what they saw in that 90-minute debate, and they're very concerned.